Well, hello, my beautiful Cancerians. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your singles love reading for mid-March right through to mid-April 2024. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I will never ask for personal details. And I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful. There's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Cancerians, this is your singles love reading. I'm going to get your overarching energy first and then follow it with a Celtic cross just to see who's coming in your way. Now, I do want to make you aware that Venus is currently hidden in the sky, and that means basically it's not readily available to see. However, Venus governs love and romance. It tends to give extra blessings to any new relationships that come your way. So it's not impossible to meet somebody during this time. However, it will be a little bit more difficult than usual. And we all know it's pretty difficult to find somebody at the best of times. So let's see what's coming in for you. Now, if you do tend to find someone during this period, it won't last for too long. But if you do find somebody, it just means that the relationship will be at a slower pace than usual. Doesn't mean that the relationship is not blessed. It just means that it will take a longer time to really get off the ground. So let's see what's coming in your way. Okay, that's a lot of cards that just popped out there for you. So some of you are feeling really stuck in your love life, your circumstances. You're finding it really difficult to come out of a period of singledom. But also I feel like, you have been going through a very intense period of personal development and growth. And that's really difficult. People think that personal development and spirituality, it's all, unicorns and rainbows and aha moments. And it can be, of course, but initially it's about sorting through the mud, the experiences that we've had on our journey and the difficulties we've encountered. And I definitely see that you've been going through a lot of that right now. A lot of you are actually giving your energy to your true life's purpose path. You're focusing on your divine pathway so that you can accomplish all that you desire. But this is also a period where you have a decision to make because, the judgment card really is about understanding yourself a little bit more and the steps that you're taking in order to enrich your life in some way. And when you get the judgment card, it means there's 2 paths open up to you. This could be that there's 2 people. You have the Lover's card here, which means there is a choice. Now, this can mean that you're taking an intense period of personal development and you're not looking for anybody in terms of love. You could be, happily single. I get an energy here that actually, that you're really independent, you're actually a very strong person, and you're not really searching or making it a priority to search for somebody. I do feel there's moments of longing coming through in this reading, but I feel like, you're really good all by yourself. Anyone who comes into your life as a relationship is a welcome addition to the life that you've built for yourself. You're a very strong individual. And I feel like you've been very, very patient when it comes to love as well. But you've been connecting really to your higher calling, building a stronger relationship with your higher self, and really, hoping for divine intervention there. Now, the Judgment card really is about your calling. So you're going to feel called to do different things, have different experiences. Some of you may be called to go traveling. Or some of you are being called to take some sort of spiritual retreat or some sort of I would say it's an education regarding the self. Okay, so it feels very much like you may put yourself on a course of learning about meditation or Reiki or spirituality, or, it could be that you're reaffirming your belief system. Some of you may actually attend a place of worship a little bit more than usual, or you may seek, events in and around that or in and around your community. So this reading doesn't tend to be about religion, but some of you are reestablishing your belief system as you erect higher boundaries in your life there. I feel there's healthier energy coming through here. And with the Death card, it's in the resistance position, so it's like you got it in the reverse. Some of you have been in a very intense cycle of repeat, let's put it that way. So you may have had experiences that keep coming round, whether it's the same lesson that you're learning with different people or different situations. Your higher calling and looking at the Temperance card there, I feel like you've been learning about reciprocity, that there needs to be balance and harmony. Some of you may have connected to people in the past who are toxic or who had trauma bonding, because you are a beautiful, open, pure heart. And, I feel like your belief system is like based on love. You're the sort of person who is nurturing, caring, supportive, healing. You're a natural born healer, and you tend to attract people who need healing. And this is not just in terms of, relationships. This is in terms of friendships as well. But with friendships, I feel there's a little bit more reciprocity. In relationships, sometimes people can take advantage of your kindness. And I feel one of the major lessons you're here to learn in this lifetime is about reciprocity. And that when you meet a person, sometimes, we can idolize a person, especially in like the first 6 months or so, that honeymoon period, shall we say. And we can actually put a person on a bit of a pedestal, which means inadvertently we've put ourselves a little bit below that person. We tend to idolize that person. So I feel some of you have been learning about that to try and keep things equal in a relationship, give and take. So if you tend to be the sort of person who's always like offering up ideas of where to go, exciting opportunities to explore new things with a partner, and the partner just sits back and allows you to organize it, or doesn't really step up and say, actually, now I'm taking you somewhere really exciting. I feel like you're starting to notice that as a pattern, and you're changing the way that you operate in love. Now, it's not nice that you've had to change your approach to love. I definitely see something is different here for you, because that Death card indicates change, sudden change. And when it's in the resistance position, it can indicate that your love life has, of course, become stagnant in some way, and you're feeling a little bit stuck or helpless to change your circumstances. But also I feel, things are about to change for you. Some of you have been breaking old habits as well. We all have habits. When we get into a relationship, we have a certain comfort zone that we may move into, or if we tend to dive in deep really quickly into a relationship, sometimes it's not sustainable. And always remember, we can only meet each other as deeply as we have met ourselves. And some of the people that you've been coming across, if you've had high level commitments in the past, they've not been emotionally available to give you the love that you really desire and require, okay? The love that you have to offer, cannot be matched by this person or these type of people. They are, how can I put it? It's almost like they're not afraid of intimacy. I want to be very clear on that, because they actually have lots of feelings for you when they get into a relationship. But you're someone who is very emotionally sensitive. You're someone who is willing to go to the depths of love. You are ride or die for your person. And sometimes a person, they get overwhelmed by the energy because they're not capable of giving it back themselves. Unconditional love can sometimes, to some people, not all, present, an overwhelming feeling of they can't give it back. They feel inadequate to go to that depth, and they start to soul search within themselves and think, well, why can't I give it back? I feel some of you have met people like that, where your natural shine, your natural light has intimidated people in relationships, and you're just being you. Don't ever change that about you, my beautiful Cancerians. You're wonderful all by yourself. And I definitely get a sense here that things are changing for you. I definitely see that there is a high level commitment on offer that will lead to marriage. But I also see a choice here for you. So right now, I feel the choices are, unless I go to the Celtic Cross and get a different energy, right now I feel like you're choosing a path that is, connected to your life's purpose, a sense of value, a sense of making a difference in your circumstances. And I feel like you could choose that path, or, there's love coming along as well. So some of you may be like, I'm choosing to be single, because you have a higher calling there. And some of you are like, I also want love. You can have both. I want you to be aware of that because I am getting a divide here. So let's go to the Celtic Cross in a moment and see what's coming your way. But the Lover's card is your outcome. You know, this is a high-level commitment. It's a soulmate energy, but ultimately, this is a card of choice. Where does your heart desire to go? Because, you know, it's really interesting. If you go to a place that you find that your soul is set on fire. For example, if you really love line dancing, I'm just throwing it out there, right? You know, everybody's going to be like, no, don't like that. Or some people are going to be like, yeah, love that. Whatever it is that is your passion. When you follow your heart and you go to, like, for example, line dancing, you know, chances are you're going to meet someone who's into the same sort of stuff as you. Now, of course, opposites also attract, but I feel there's this calling for you to do something that you love in the next 6 weeks. Now, looking at the overarching energy, this is not for the next 6 weeks. This indicates that you are on track to meet a high-level commitment, someone who is a soulmate. So no matter what age you are, because some of you, you've got a lot of responsibility on your shoulders, and some of you are thinking about age as well, whether it's a factor. It's not a factor at all. You're vibing at a frequency where you're choosing love, where you want to prioritize meeting somebody. You know, it's so interesting that sometimes when we want to build a career, for example, we really focus on looking for adverts or opportunities to step up in our career. We may even take a class of learning in order to upskill, get qualifications, certifications. We dedicate ourselves highly to moving up the career ladder, right? Why don't we do that with love? Why do we not learn to be, you know, all that we can be in a relationship? You know, we live in a society where it says, you know, you must be doing all the time. You must be successful, all of those things. And of course, it's really nice to be those things. But ultimately, you understand, and you came to this lifetime of understanding that love is the answer. And I feel some of you may be reading books on how to enrich your soul, to be a foundation, to accept the right, healthy love. Some of you may even go on, and this is not going to resonate with everyone, but it's coming through, so I have to mention it. Some of you may even have thought about going to a person like a guru or someone who can help you with dating, especially if you're shy. So I feel, you know, there's this energy of learning more about love or focusing, prioritizing more about finding love at this time. And you're actually going to meet someone because of it, because of your intention to find love. Because, you know, sometimes we can say, yeah, I'd like to find love. It's like, okay, so what are you doing about it? So I feel like some of you are almost like calling yourself out and saying, okay, if you're a bit of a homebody recently, then perhaps maybe you want to go online dating and see if there's anybody out there. Some of you, looking at the energy, I feel like a lot of you have tried everything and you couldn't find the person that you're looking for. I actually see that you're going to meet someone, and it seems like you learn something about the self wherever you meet this person. Now, it could be that you're going to go to a festival, right? And there's some sort of festival tent where there's a talk on the body, mind, and soul. So it could be something like that. Think about all avenues. Whatever it is you're connecting to at this time, I really feel like you're on the path to meet a soulmate here. And you will have a choice. Right now, I can't see that it's a choice of two people. I feel like there's only one person who's coming in, and that is the one. But I feel like it's about your soul path. You're choosing things that connect to what your soul and your heart desires at this time. It's almost like you're not wasting time, right? We do have the Hierophant here, the inner teacher. So that's really about you noticing what it is that you want in a relationship. You certainly know what you don't want, and now you need to focus more on what you do want. What does that person look like? What are their qualities? You know, really visualize yourself going on a vacation with this person, settling down with this person. Imagine yourself marrying a person. You know, visualize the sort of person that you want to be with as a life partner. And it shall be so. With the Hierophant, this indicates marriage, high-level commitment. And it's also about belief systems. I feel like you're going to meet someone who's actually quite traditional in what they want in a relationship. Now, traditional is not boring. Someone who's coming in is exciting, someone who knows what they want, someone who is mature enough to choose love and, you know, not let anything get in the way of love. It's a secure relationship that's coming in here. And also we have the Temperance card. You waited a long time for this person, and it is a healthy relationship. I also feel that this person, either they're well-traveled or this person is from a different part of the world than you. They're very culturally aware, so they love knowledge. I feel this person is a sort of person who's into archaeology for some reason. I'm getting this energy of archaeology. Now, this could be like a passing fancy, something that they really like reading up on. Maybe they don't work in that industry, but I feel like something that they're really interested in there. But the equilibrium, it really connects to your higher calling card, because this is about you re-examining your priorities. What's important to you? Things that you want in a person that you wanted maybe 5 years ago, 10 years ago, they're not the same things you want in a person now. I feel this change within you, and now you're not accepting less than you truly deserve there. Also, I'm being given, very interesting, I'm being given a tuning fork. You know, a tuning fork to give like a musical note or a musical vibration there. Very interesting, especially since we've got musical notes right there, okay, in both these cards. Now, this tuning fork, it could indicate that this person either works in the music industry, or maybe you do. It could also be like someone who works with vibrational frequencies, or maybe you're going to a place where you realign your vibrational frequencies. I'm not really sure. I can only see the image in the water because I'm scrying at the same time as doing your reading. And it's just like a tuning fork. It could be that you're going to see one of those in the next coming weeks that indicate that you're fine-tuning your vibrations and your soul song is matching someone else who's coming in here. It could be you're attracting someone. I mean, it could also be a logo or, you know, some sort of sign that you're going to see over the next coming weeks. So don't dismiss it. It may mean nothing to you in this moment, but suddenly it means everything. And here we have a divine counterpart. Now, male or female, not a gender-specific reading. It's about the energy. It means that there is a divine counterpart coming in for you, a soulmate energy. Someone who is mature enough to know what they want, someone who wants to settle down, someone who thinks about like 5-10-year plans, doesn't just live in the moment and think, you know what, I just want happiness right now, and tomorrow I may not want that happiness anymore. This is a person you can feel really secure with. However, I do feel some of you have got major responsibilities on your shoulders right now, maybe very, very busy, pushed and pulled in many different directions. Some of you may even be parents, or, you know, some of you, especially when we've got the equilibrium card there, you may be retired and you're wondering how to connect to other people. I definitely see traveling for you is going to be very good. But again, I feel it's something to enrich your soul. It feels very much like you're putting yourself on some sort of adventure to learn more about the self or the psyche. And this is where you're going to meet this person. We got the card of leadership. So this is the Emperor, of course, and this is a card to take action. It's a card to indicate that, of course, the universe is going to step up and orchestrate a meeting between you and another person. However, you must meet the universe halfway, because the equilibrium card is the card of balance, harmony, and, you know, stepping up to meet the universe halfway in some way. So if you've been out of the dating game for a while, or you withdrew, because the death card in the resistance position, it can indicate some of you have had a very difficult ending in a relationship, and it may have impacted the way that you operate in love. It may have made you feel very shy or insecure. Some of you have been out of the dating scene for quite some time, and it feels really daunting to get back in there. But when you meet the right person, it's just going to feel easy. So I feel like you're actually doing something for you, because with the inner teacher card, which is of course the Hierophant, and the Temperance card there, it tells me you're doing something for you when you meet this person, but it's more about you soul searching on this particular occasion. So let's see what's going on in your Celtic cross, who's coming your way, what's going on there. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. We've got the Three of Wands. Some of you are going traveling, or you have travel plans. This is, again, something about historical buildings or history. I feel there is this energy of traveling or opening yourself up to learning more about tradition. I mean, it could be you're thinking about your heritage, you know, experiences that you've had, or things that you've witnessed in the past that may not be your love story, but you witnessed them and they may have influenced you and how you operate in love. For example, if parents or guardians divorced or had a very turbulent environment, it may have been your first foundation of what it means to love. And although it's not your love story, it could have influenced the way you approach love or how you feel when someone tries to become very intimate with you. It can be very, very difficult there. But let's see what's going on there. Yeah, we've got a lot of fives here. King of Swords. Now, not everybody, of course, has had a high-level commitment in the past. So for those of you who have had one, I feel that there's a lot of drama around that, or there's a lot of pain around that. And it's really made you feel a bit detached from love for a while, almost like put you off love. You may think about this situation or this person from time to time in order to analyze it and work out why. Why did it happen? Why did it happen that way? And why did it happen to you? Sometimes, and this is a very difficult truth that even I had to come across and realize, that sometimes we'll never get an answer. And even if a person tries to give us an answer, it may not be the answer that we know deep down they should be giving. You know, some people, they don't own their truth. So we have to accept that we must get closure all by ourselves. And that's very hard, but it's actually a very strong thing to do. You've got King of Swords in the past position. You are a super strong person. And for those of you who have not been in a high-level commitment in the past, you're super independent. I feel like you are someone who is self-sufficient. You don't need anybody. You want a companion. And some of you may have thought that your independence or your sense of what is right, you owning your truth, actually intimidates other people. Actually, it intimidates the wrong people. You know, the wrong people for you. The right person for you is going to embrace that. The right person who's coming in your way actually wants truth. They want honesty. They want to know where they stand in a relationship, and they want something for the long haul. So I definitely see that there is a very rewarding relationship coming in here for you. Yeah, Ace of Wands, new attraction. That's a transformation in your love circumstances, a chemistry between you and somebody new coming in. But let's see what's going on there. 4 swords. You've got a lot of swords, my beautiful Cancerians, okay? Now, this can indicate that you're very cerebral, very much in your head, overthinking things. You know, we've all been there. You know, we all still do it. No matter how much we try to spiritually ascend, sometimes, you know, things are weighing heavy on our mind. So some of you may be worried that love has passed you by, but that's not it at all. I definitely see someone new coming in. You've got the Ace of Wands, which means the universe is sending in an attraction. You know, someone who has a lot of chemistry, a spark with you, and the outcome energy is the Page of Wands, which basically means that there is someone coming in who is exciting to be with, a loyal mate, someone who values friendship in a relationship as well. Page of Wands, I always say, please look up the meanings of the cards online. Page of Wands actually means someone who's supportive, commitment is their intention, and they are faithful. So also they're very passionate, exciting to be with. They like to travel a lot. They're always on the go. This person, you know, they're bold as well. They're not afraid to express themselves. So I definitely see someone coming in for you. In the near future, though, I mean, for the next 6 weeks that I'm reading for, I have to say with this 7 of Swords, there's this energy here of you being super independent. You know, some of you may have some trust issues that you're working through right now, but I feel there's this detachment, like keeping love at arm's length. And I feel like you don't want to keep love at arm's length, but I feel some of you have got some priorities right now that are not love. Okay, I feel like you're trying to make love your priority. You know that love is the answer, but I feel like you've got some responsibilities. Some of you are like working through paperwork or your business or your job or, you know, children. But I really get a sense here that you are, you know, looking for a secure relationship. We've got the Queen of Pentacles here. This is your starting position. So you're looking for security. It also indicates that you're saving yourself for the one. You know, you don't want any time wasters. Some of you, if you have children, you're focusing on committing yourself to nurturing them at this time. Queen of Pentacles also indicates that you are someone who is really grounded. You're trustworthy. You are the architect of your dreams. So, you know, you're a doer, let's put it that way, and you are looking for commitment. But also you may have committed yourself to your financial goals at this time. You're trying to multiply your wealth in some way. But also, you know, you like to create security, not only for yourself, but for your loved ones. So some of you may have some family responsibilities that you need to take care of right now, and that's okay. There's going to be a pocket, a moment for you to connect to opening up to love. For some of you, with the Queen of Pentacles, you may be saving for a spiritual retreat, or saving for some sort of spiritual class or self-development class in order to learn more about yourself and the psyche. And I feel it's going to really be rewarding, but there is someone who will be on that class, or perhaps it's an invitation that comes by association of that class, and you're invited to something, and then you meet this new person. But there is a new person coming in, okay? And you're looking for security in a relationship. Queen of Pentacles means, you know, conservation. You're saving yourself for the one. What's crossing you? We have the Three of Wands. Now, right now, you feel like there's no one out there who's worth your attention. I feel with the Three of Wands, this is you feeling a little bit stuck, that plans that you had in the past with perhaps another person, there were setbacks there. This person may have not supported the relationship, but ultimately, I feel there's been a bit of a delay in love. Now, initially, this could have been you saying, you know what, I'm not looking for love right now. I'm going to focus on my career, or I'm going to focus on my true life's calling, my true mission in life, my purpose. And then time just got away. And I feel, you know, with that Three of Wands, you've been waiting. Okay, this is the waiting game here for you. And you've been looking, because the Three of Wands tells me that you have been waiting and observing who's out there. You know, you've been paying attention. So you may have tried everything you could, but I feel, you know, it wasn't the right moment. Remember, we have a spiritual path to evolve on, but so does the person that we're meant to be with. So sometimes they're a little bit slower than us on our spiritual path. So they may be playing catch up here, but I definitely see that they're coming in. Now, what is below you? We have the Five of Wands. Now, the Five of Wands, interesting. And don't shoot the messenger when I say this. The Five of Wands is a card of being in training. You know, learning the lessons, stepping up, evolving. But also, it's a card of pressure. So some of you may be putting a bit of pressure on yourself, like, I should have been in a relationship by now, or I should have been married by now, I should have had children by now, if you haven't got children already. Remember, we all have a unique path that is for us. It's set before we even come here. It's stuff that we agreed to before we came here. And you know what, sometimes I've said, have you got a receipt? I want a refund on some of the experiences that I've had. But when I really look back, I think, you know what, it informed me about stuff that was to come. It made me really strong to be able to deal with stuff that was to come in my future that I was not even aware of in that moment. So, you know, everything happens for a reason. Even the people that we meet, everything is connected. Even if we meet them for a moment, everything is connected, okay? So with this Five of Wands, this is a card of creative brainstorming, thinking about doing things differently, maybe approaching love in a different way, or, you know, approaching different experiences. You know, I'm being given, do not dismiss a new experience that's coming in your way just because you've never had it. So for example, and I'm just trying to give you an example, maybe I'll come back to the line dancing thing. For example, if your friend said to you, hey, do you want to go line dancing? You're like, no, don't like that. Don't want to do it. I really feel there's a reason why your friend is reaching out for that. But ultimately, I feel it's actually something to do with where you learn something about yourself. So there could be like a new advertisement in the local community, like notice board, that says, hey, we're trying out this new experience. Do you want to come along? And you're like, well, I've never tried that before. I feel like you're doing something that you've never tried before, and it's actually thrilling and exciting. Also, this person, you know, whilst they're interested in something that you do, I feel also that they are very different from you. They have a different lifestyle than you. And I really do feel that opposites attract in this case here as well. Now, some of you with the Five of Wands, I just got a really intense hit. Some of you could literally meet someone in the gym, because the Five of Wands is my gym card. It's where we go and train. So it could also be somewhere where you challenge yourself to do something that you're inspired to do. It could even be like something that's connected to a competition at some point. I mean, it could also be that you're in competition with yourself, especially if you're in the gym, setting yourself targets, because I feel like you're going to reach those goals. So I definitely see that, you know, you're challenging yourself, but you have found it challenging. You've got a lot of fives here, which means things have been difficult. What's happening in the past position for you? We've got the King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords is someone who is very self-sufficient, someone who's very analytical, a little bit in your head, but also that you're in a very powerful position because you know what you want and you know what you don't want. And you're someone who is highly sensitive, and that's your superpower because you can see through BS straight away. So you're not going to waste time with anybody who perhaps, exhibited a red flag in the past, but you decided to override it and think, you know what? I'll give them the second chance there. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt because you have a beautiful heart. But I feel like you've learned that sometimes your kindness can be, misconstrued as weakness, and that's not true at all. You're a very strong person, and you've had some experiences that would curl people's toes. But with this King of Swords here, I really feel this is about you. Truth is everything, and you come with a lot of honesty, and you need someone who steps up in the same way, and you're about to meet that person. Also, this is a card of working with universal intention. Intentional living. I said it at the beginning of the year, 2024 for everybody is more about intentional living. You may find that you've become very sort of focused on what you really want this year. Like, for example, if you're in the store and you see like all products that are kind of similar, I feel like you are intentionally deciding that's the one that I really want. And I know that's a really weak example there, but I feel like, you're looking around your environment right now and also thinking, you know what, I've outgrown that. So you may be decluttering things that you've moved away from in 2024 and deciding, actually, I don't need that anymore, or that's something that I really need in my life. I feel like you are being very precise about what it is that you want. And that's also flowing over into your decisions about your love life. Also with the King of Swords, this can indicate, because it is a person, it could indicate there's someone you think about from time to time. Now, I don't feel there's a connection with this person. I feel it's very distant. I'll pull a card on it there. This could be someone who is very cold, someone who perhaps you had to detach from, someone who was very, very logical. It's almost like you brought the passion, you brought the intensity, you brought the emotion, and that person, you may have felt that you didn't quite touch a part of their soul. Oh, you did. You did, but this person, I feel like they've had some sort of previous experience that was very damaging to them, and they have a big old shield up. And this person, whilst it's not impossible, I feel it's very hard for this person to connect in love, and I feel that they weren't the right person for you. But let me just see this person, the Justice card, okay? So some of you may think about this person from time to time just because you want the truth. You want them to take accountability. I just heard injured. So maybe they injured your heart in some way, or perhaps you got a divorce from this person, because with the Justice card, it can be that there was legalities there. You may have gone through a major separation, and it just feels like, where did the love go? And because you are someone who love is so important to you. It's important to everybody. It's the linchpin of our world. But at the same time, it can be, how can we love someone so deeply and then suddenly it's gone? How? So it can really make you feel a bit unsure about proceeding forward with love in the future. So I do get that coming through there. For some of you, not all of you, of course, but I just get this energy of you asking bigger questions, philosophical questions, because how can you go into a secure relationship moving forward in the future and feel secure, because it could just go away like something from the past. But when you're with the right person at the right time, it's going to be sustainable. So I definitely see that there is a high level commitment. You're thinking about marriage. To have the King of Swords as your own energy with the Justice card, it means you're thinking about a contract with somebody. You want to be in a high level commitment. But also I feel some of you have been detached because you've had a lot of responsibilities. Life is hard. We got to pay bills. We got to focus on our finances, pensions, children, the working of the household, trying to keep all the plates spinning in the sky. And, you are very self-sufficient, but sometimes it's like, then there's no time. And then the thing that suffers the most is the love life or the me time. Some of you have to implement better self-care routines. Some of you have neglected your own needs there. And that's why this time is your time. Okay. Now we do have that Five of Swords. It's what's above you. Now the Five of Swords, I have to pull a card on this because the Five of Swords is an energy of, being a little bit tense. It can also be that there's self-sabotage here, okay? Don't shoot the messenger when I say this. Five of Swords is to self-sabotage. So some of you, especially with that Death card there, you're trying to like override a pattern of either meeting people who tend to self-sabotage, or you're looking at traits that you yourself exhibit that could impact a relationship in some way. Now, we all recognize it takes two to tango, right? And when I look back on my own past, I had certain qualities that really sabotage relationships, or like push people away. You know, especially since I had been hurt in a relationship in the past. I had one big relationship where it literally broke me in tiny little pieces, and I was almost like a shell of myself. And from that point on, I was like, nope. Even though I craved intimacy, I craved love, but I was so broken, I was not able to offer it. When you cannot love yourself fully, you cannot love another person. So I feel, you know, to some degree, that experience in that moment robbed me of how I felt about myself. My confidence, you know, there was self-loathing there. I felt that I was not lovable. So therefore, how can another person love me back? I just couldn't fathom it at the time. But that was because I was in pain. And some of you may have had those experiences. It doesn't have to be that, you know, you had a previous relationship that broke you. It could be that you were bullied when you were younger, or it could be that, you know, you've struggled with self-esteem, or the way that you look, body dysmorphia, things like that. The way that you see yourself sometimes. You need to recognize that you are lovable, and that actually there is someone coming in for you, okay? And they are a welcome addition to your life. They're not completing your life. You're very self-sufficient and very strong individual all by yourself. Now, I'm not blowing smoke up here, you know what? And also, I want you to be aware that, of course, this is not going to resonate with everyone. There's going to be lots of beautiful Cancerians out there who have completed a spiritual journey path where they have become more confident and love themselves and are emotionally secure. So you need to, of course, tap into the part that's right for you in this. But ultimately, what I see for all of you is that there is a high-level commitment coming in. However, in the next 6 weeks, the Seven of Swords tells me that you are not going to meet someone that's going to be like in a relationship with you in the next 6 weeks. I have to be honest. I have to honor the energy and be like coming to you in truth with what I can see. Now, you may meet this person during this time, don't get me wrong, but I feel it's not going to transpire into a high-level commitment in the next 6 weeks. Seven of Swords is someone who is fiercely independent, someone who does not conform, is not a people pleaser, and that is definitely you, my beautiful Cancerians. All the wonderful Cancerians that I have in my life, and I love them so much. They are so loving, so caring. You know, that is a friend you can rely on for life. But boy, you got moods. You know, I'm a Scorpio. I got moods, but, you know, even I, as a Scorpio, would not go up against a Cancerian, right? So I feel some of you, you know, you are really just, you know, doing you, breaking free from groupthink. You know, you're actually just being true to yourself and being true to your calling right now. And that's wonderful. Seven of Swords can also indicate some of you have trust issues. You know, Seven of Swords is a runner card. You know, it can indicate that you have been really yearning for love, wanting love, but also to some degree been on the run away from love. And again, loads of people are going to shoot this messenger when I say this. Sometimes we build a life where we get into a cycle of repeat and we get comfortable with it. Right? And then we start to think, okay, well, I can't find love right now because I'm really busy, or I'm really tired, or there's nobody out there, and we get lots of excuses that we give to ourselves, and it wastes time. It is a form of self-sabotage. I've been there myself. You know, back in the day when I was coming out in my healing phase, all my friends were like, you know what, you need to go out. And I was like, you know what, I'm just good right now doing me. And I was honoring my body. There's a difference between honoring your emotions in that moment and then actually finding excuses for why you should, you know, not do the things that you want to do, right? Of course, you are someone who is, how can I put this? You're someone who is very precise about what you want. So when you want to do something, you're always going to do it. You know, Cancerians, they always step up. If they want to do something, they'll always do it. If they don't, you know, hell or high water, there's no making a Cancerian do whatever they don't want to do, right? But I'm getting this energy with the Seven of Swords of keeping love at arm's length. So I just want to see what that is for you. It could be that you've got a lot on right now. It could be that you are more focused on your spiritual path right now, that you have some responsibilities that you need to adhere to, but that will naturally and organically evolve into you finding love, because Ace of Wands tells me there's a transformation here. This is like a lust for life returning. This is you doing something really passionate, branching out, seeking adventure. So 5 of Wands is coming out for you again. We've got Ace of Cups and we've got the 3 of Swords. Okay, so I'm tapping into somebody out there who has had real heartbreak, like devastating heartbreak. It can also be that you're really finding it difficult to find love, whether you've had heartbreak or not in the past. It's just been super difficult. And you're wondering, well, what's the point in looking if I already know there's nobody out there? I'm just picking up on that energy. But Ace of Cups, there is love coming in, and it will challenge your time schedule. It will challenge your life. But sometimes, love comes in when it's most inconvenient, and that is the one that is love. Suddenly everything changes. A friend of mine, they had a certain path that they were on, and they were searching for love, and they wanted it to fit into the parameters of the life that they built. And then suddenly they met the one, and suddenly they moved to another country, and suddenly their life was completely different. Love wins the day. And it was not what my friend envisaged for his life. However, when love came along, he grabbed it with both hands. And I really feel that's what you're going to do. And it's going to change everything in a really positive way there for you, okay? Now, this is your advice to yourself in this moment. 8 of Pentacles, work on yourself. 8 of Pentacles is, to learn more about yourself. 8 is the number of the self. But, the 8 of Pentacles is to gain new knowledge, learning. I'm definitely picking up throughout the whole of your reading about you learning something about the human psyche, about how you feel, but also some of you are really focused on your, not just your personal development, but also on your work. If you're in a career, you're just keeping your head down, just doing you at this time. And your advice is just like, keep doing, keep focused on finances, keep just getting on, right? You're thinking about your financial future, you're investing in the now, but also you're investing in yourself. And that's a really rewarding and enriching energy to be in. But least when you expect it, let's put it that way, the Ace of Wands comes along. This is the external circumstances. This is literally the universe's energy, things that you cannot control, things that are outside your control right now. Ace of Wands, intense transformation. And it's going to happen really quickly when you meet this new person. Ace of Wands is a spark, a chemistry, but it's also about taking the initiative to do something. Maybe it's something creative that you're going to do, something that you have a calling to do, a vision for the future. It's adventure. It's doing something totally new. The universe is sending you an opportunity to embrace something new, because aces are always gifts from the universe, and they are new energy. This is a card of transformation. Something is kind of like calling you to do something bold and daring and dream big, because this is the big relationship. This is the soulmate that's coming in. This is the person who is going to walk by your side, is strong enough to do that, but also presents a safe and secure relationship so that you know that when the chips are down in life, this person's there. Sometimes we can love a person and they can love us back, but when life gets difficult, they get scared and they're off. But this person, this new person who's coming in, this person is by your side, and they're going to experience it every step of the way. Now, the hope and a fear here, we have the 4 Swords. Instantly, this is a very important card to be in this position, because 4 Swords means some of your healing. You've taken a break, intentionally taken a break to work on yourself, work on your path. But sometimes we are put on pause when it comes to love so that we can go through an intense period of self-development. 4 Swords means you're protected at this time, especially if you've gone through a rejection. Rejection is protection and redirection towards someone better for you, someone who's more in alignment with your belief system, what you want in love. But also this is about you gaining greater clarity about yourself and what it is that you want. 4 Swords also is to take a break, to take care of your own needs, build healthier boundaries, implement self-care routines, and, just do you. So I feel like you have been on pause. Some of you are worried that the pause is going on a little bit too long, to the point where you feel like no one is coming. But actually, that Page of Wands tells me you're going to be talking to someone new. There is a high level commitment coming in. Now, of course, the hope here, because when you get a hope and a fear position, you know, the card is read in the upright and also in the reverse. The reverse is actually the positive of this card. It means, you know, suddenly, you know, things are changing. You know, be ready to act. Yes, you feel like there is an oversaturation of people on the dating scene, people that you're not really interested in, but suddenly there's going to be someone new who's presented to you and everything is going to change for you. So, you know, I feel be ready for action because things are going to change. Now, we do have that Page of Wands. And this is your overall outcome, which means communication. Pages, as I said, they bring news. This is communication with someone new, someone who has that spark, someone who's passionate about life, someone who's loyal, someone who wants to settle down. This is a mate for life. Okay, now this person, they may be a little bit younger than you, okay? Even though it's a divine counterpart energy, I feel like they're very mature for their age, but I also feel that this person is really good for you as well. You know, this is the sort of person that when you're feeling down, they have a way about them that they actually, you know, put a smile on your face without forcing it. This person is true blue honest. This person is, you know, faithful. They have integrity. They are, you know, someone who is always going to tell you the truth. Even if the truth is not, you know, easy to hear, this person is going to tell you it. And I feel like you really respect that in this person. This person, they could have very strong Aries, Sagittarius, Leo in their chart. Could also have some Gemini going on there as well, as some Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I'm not seeing any water here, but I do feel that this person has a small percentage of water in their chart. Doesn't mean it's sun, moon, or rising, but I feel like, you know, this person's pretty balanced in their energy field. And I feel that this person is going to take you by surprise, but at the same time, I feel they are very humorous. You know, I feel this person, they strike up a conversation with humor. So, I mean, of course, you could meet this person online because there's a lot of swords in your reading, which is connected to the ether. But the majority energy that I feel is that some of you are going to put yourself on some sort of intense personal development, either course or adventure. And this is where you will meet this person. I mean, it could even be that you're about to go to like a yoga class at the gym and you meet someone on the way, or you meet someone like in reception at the gym. So, you know, it doesn't have to be that you're going to go to an actual class, sit in the class, look around and go, oh, there's no one here. So I feel it's connected in some way. Will you meet this person in the next 6 weeks? You know, I have to be honest. I feel it's a no. Okay, I have to say it. I just feel that when you meet this person, there's going to be a hesitancy. I feel like you're going to be quite shy initially when you meet this person, but actually when you start talking to this person, because this person, they're going to initiate the conversation. They're going to come over. They're going to make you feel so like it's just easy, right? That's how you know it's the right person. The conversation just flows. And, but I feel initially there's this moment of like keeping them at arm's length. I don't know. I just feel like you do have a choice whether you explore it or not. I feel ultimately the majority of my beautiful Cancerians are going to explore this. This person, they're also willing to take the time that is necessary to get to know you. They're not going to rush things. They're not going to rush you. So, yeah. Now, we have I Am Beautiful. Now, this is a beautiful deck here, Personal Power Oracle deck there by DEJA DREWIT. And it's things that we need to resolve within ourselves before we get into a high-level commitment. This person is looking in the mirror, so period of self-reflection, but it's to fall in love with yourself, to get to know yourself a little bit more, and to, you know, heighten those boundaries there. And also, we have I Reveal My Truth. And with that King of Swords there, some of you, this is very interesting. There's a song coming through, but it's really interesting because it's come through on one of the readings in the last week. So maybe there's a connection there, but I'll come to that in a moment. I Reveal My Truth, and it's number 13. That's the Death card there. So with the King of Swords in the past position, this is about owning your truth. Okay, so some of you, I feel you've had an experience that perhaps you don't tell everybody. You don't really confide in everybody about it. Only when you feel you can trust that person. You will be able to trust this person in the future. Okay, I definitely see that. And you will reveal your truth to that person. But I feel once you reveal your truth, this person is going to notice how strong you are, but also it encourages this person also to open up and own their truth. And I feel there's this wonderful connection between you both where you're just like, yeah, these were my experiences and I'm just learning. And they're kind of like, yeah, me the same. You know, why these things happen, I don't know. But hey, we all live and learn is the energy that I'm getting. And it's a really wonderful, authentic, open dialogue that you have with this person. Now the song that's coming through, listen out for the song because it may be relevant, but this song came up, I can't remember which sign it was for. It may be for Taurus, I'm not really sure, but I want to say Taurus, but I'm probably wrong on that. I'll give you the song anyway. I'm hearing, and actually when I woke up this morning, you know, I always know which reading I'm going to be doing next. I'm called to do them in a certain order by my guides. And this song was so loud in my mind and in my, you know, everything. And then when I was doing a little bit of a meditation for you, it came back and I was like, oh, I won't mention it until it comes back in the reading because I don't like it to influence the reading. I only give you what comes up in the reading there. And it's coming up now, so I have to give it to you. And it's, would you fall in the name of love? In the name of love. It's such a powerful song. I've got true chills here. It's a very famous song. I think it's connected to a movie, but I can't be sure. I didn't look up that part. But because it came up in another reading a couple of days ago, I did look up who sang it because I didn't really know at the time. It's someone called Bebe Rexha, I think. I'm probably saying that person's name wrong, so I do apologize. And Martin Garrix. Okay, again, I'm probably saying their names wrong, but I did look it up after the reading that I experienced a couple of days ago because I thought, wow, this song is like powerful. So yeah, maybe this is a song that you need to listen to raise your vibrations. Maybe it's a song you're going to hear when you go on a date with this new person, or maybe you're going to hear this song and it indicates that this person is coming in soon. Now, don't get me wrong, your near future position is a Seven of Swords. So that means independence, living life on your own terms, doing something that you're doing for you. And then the Page of Wands is the outcome. So it does mean you're going to meet love. You're going to meet a loyal mate, but it's not in the next 6 weeks. Okay, I want you to be aware of that. I mean, you may like see this person or like meet them as in, hey, how you doing? But there's no like major development in it until after the 6 weeks. So yeah, I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in that reading for you, my beautiful Cancerians. If it does, please like and subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Now, what have we got here? We have Cupid's bow. Okay, so bow and arrow there, but it can also connect to Sagittarius energy. I did feel, we've got Sagittarius Leo because we've got a lion here as well and a little paw print. This person is going to make a lasting impression. They really are going to make a mark on your heart is what I see. But also there's something really cozy about this person. You know, it feels like you both start to nest. I don't know, it just feels easy. It feels homely. It feels like you're meeting a person where you feel like home. I mean, also, this could be a symbol or a sign that you're going to see over the next coming weeks or months there, a paw print. But we do have that Cupid's bow and arrow, so that indicates that, Cupid is making sure that you meet this person, and it is love. It will transform your life there. And, of course, we have a lion. Now, the lion, king or queen of the jungle, someone who is bold enough, strong enough to walk by your side, someone who's loyal. Lions are always connected to loyalty, to truth, to integrity, and to strength there. But also, it's connected to self-care. It's connected to, a very calming influence there, a gentleness, to lead with compassion and to have compassion for yourself, that you will overcome obstacles. And anything you've been struggling with, you're going to find a way to work it out, and your patience is going to pay off because you're meeting the right person. So I'll leave it there. Again, I hope something resonates for you. Thank you so much, my beautiful Cancerians, and love and light.